Incredible greetings. Hello, everyone. Incredible greetings. How are you guys doing today? Not going to be on too long. I know sometimes I say that and I end up being on too long, but I strategically did this so that I would not be on because I did it right before my class to make sure that I'm not on too long, although it's still, quite a bit of time before my 12 o'clock class. But I'm trying to be very strategic about this and make sure that I'm not on long and just kind of, stick to the talking points because I had a very, I'm going to say it this way because I'm pretty sure she's going to watch, right? So it's not in a negative way. I'm going to put that out there first. There's definitely not in a negative way that I'm going to talk about this particular topic. But when it was posed to me, it made me think about everybody that, come across my videos who I am teaching, whether it's through a class or through a free video, whether it's about business or silhouette or sublimation or any of these things. It made me think about you guys and your businesses and how you guys promote and brand your business. So I do want to put that disclaimer. It was just a great teaching moment for me from the message that I received. So we are going to talk a little bit about why I say the same things over and over and over again, or why am I always doing the same videos over? It's like, it's the same stuff. And, it was an honest question in, asking about my class that starts today for the crash course for designing, right? And like I said, it was an honest question and wanting to know, would it be anything different from any of the other classes that she has taken with us? And so I had to think about it, and I was trying to break it down as far as like what all we're going to be doing. And, she felt as if like some of the things, okay, she's already taken, in a class, she's wanting to learn more. Will I ever do a class that's like different? And, we were like talking and stuff. It did come up as far as like the live videos, and she's just like, I've been watching you for so long. I've learned so much from you, but it does seem like your content is the same, right? These are things that I've heard you say before. I've learned these things. I'm looking to elevate and learn more. Will you ever? And so, we kind of had some back and forth, and she was asking, she had some suggestions on different things that she would like to see, right? And here's a response to that, and as to why this is such an important lesson for those who are in business. You're trying to start, build, grow, or scale a business. This is going to be a very, very, very important lesson for all of you guys. You ready? Are you ready? All right. So that's giving you guys a little bit of time to kind of get on. Go ahead, drop your city and state as you come on, or just give this video a thumbs up. Just say hi in the comments. That definitely helps the algorithm. That helps push the content, especially within the first couple of minutes of it being on, so that it can send out notifications and things. So definitely go ahead and drop a comment. Hit that thumbs up, hit that like button. Someone asked me before too, why do creators ask for people to hit the thumbs up or the like button before they do anything? Now, I can't say about like pre-recorded videos and why they do that, but for the live videos, it is definitely to help the algorithm so that it's pushed, so that the live video is pushed out. So that's why, as soon as we kind of start and it's a live, when we ask about, hitting the thumbs up, hitting the like button, and all those different things. All right. But I am Shakia, the professor of HSINK365 LLC. We are the parent company of the amazing, absolutely incredible product line. Honestly speaking, we currently carry sublimation paper, sublimation ink, pigment ink, chip resetters for like the old school printer, syringes, needles, and other things that's going to help you on your creative journey. I'm also the creator of Silhouettes Anonymous, which is my online platform where I have been teaching you guys how to use Silhouette Studio for the past 7 years, almost 8 years. And then, of course, 365 Creative Academy, where we take a deeper dive into some of these same things on both the sublimation side, the print and cut side, the design side, the business side at 365 Creative Academy, where I help you to unlock your creativity. All right, so that's a little bit about me. If you want to find any of our products, our classes, our services, set up a one-on-one with me, you can visit our website, shop.hsink365.com. Well, I pointed to it, but it's actually hidden by my ring light in the back there. All right. So, like I said, not going to be on too long. But I do want to just kind of say hello to those who are watching live. If you're watching the playback of this, you may need to scroll ahead a little bit if you don't really want to go through this part of me just kind of, just greeting and thanking those who have tapped on the video and clicked on the video to watch me live. If you're watching the playback, go ahead and put hashtag replay or rewind or playback to let me know that you're watching the playback of it, okay? Incredible morning. Hello. Incredible morning. Thanks for all that you do. You are very welcome. Incredible morning. How are you? Hey, just say hello. I'm going to skip over that one because that is actually a very good point. So good morning. Hello from Daytona Beach. Hello, fellow Floridian. How you doing, neighbor? Texas. We always know that you're from Virginia. Hi, Jesse. Another one from Virginia. Hello. Incredible morning. Hello from Texas. Thanks for the gems. Checking in from Boston. Incredible morning. Hello, Aquisha. Again, I saw you over on TBS's live. Hello. Incredible morning. Thank you for watching all the way from Colorado. All right. So why is it that a lot of the content is repeated? Why is it that I might do a video on, let's say printers, because we just did that one, right? I think I've probably done maybe about 6 to 7 dedicated videos about printers and the different types of printers this year alone, right? And I could easily go and just say, hey, go to this video. It might make my channel look a little bit better if I have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands, well, hundreds or at least thousands of views on that one video, right? To send someone there. Well, I saw a comment in a group, and she basically said, like, because someone referred to something, she's like, oh, I didn't see an updated version. That one was done, that video was from a long time ago. I didn't see a current one. A lot of people will be looking for something that is current, although the information sometimes is timeless, and it is the same information then, now, and in the future. It's going to be the exact same information. As humans, we sometimes tend to think, if it was so long, like there's all these advances in technologies, there's probably going to be different ways of doing things. Maybe there is an updated way. So we naturally want to see if there is a video that's closer to the time frame that we are, we're asking the question to see, to get the answer. Although that older video might be the one that you need, it's like, okay, well, let's see if there is something. So we kind of look for the ones that are newer videos first because of that reason, right? So those of us who are making content or we're doing these things, we have to still continue to put out content, even if we've done it before, because some people will not scroll back, or some people just won't put a lot of a lot of value on like the older video. Although I have a couple of them that's really up there. I thank y'all for rocking with some of my old videos. You're like, okay, yeah, hey, it still works for me to this day because it's not going to change. Like I can do an updated one, and the only purpose of doing the updated one is like someone mentioned up here, which I'm going to go find that comment. We get new people every single day. And that is what your goal should be as a business owner, as someone who is just starting out to monetize your skills. You're starting a side hustle, trying to just get extra, get some pocket change, some mad money. You're going to, or you should want to encounter new people who are becoming aware of your products and services every single day. And you want to capture them while you have them. You may not, like some people go and say, they'll send them to a website or send them to a certain video. Now, there are going to be times where that's more, like if I'm in a group and it's just a regular question, I'm going to go grab a link, drop it in there, and hey, you can go watch this video. But if I do a live video and someone's going to ask the question, I'm going to answer that question over and over and over again because I want to capture them in that moment. You guys should be doing the same thing, whether you are, building a business off of training people or teaching others, even if you're just doing your custom items. If you're making, not necessarily a custom item, but like a branded product, like you're making big batches of candles or soaps and things like that. You always want to capture that audience when they are present in front, when you have a captive audience. Even if you've said it, you might have 100 people watching. And out of those 100 people, 98 of them are loyal followers and supporters, and they've heard everything that you've said before. But if there's 2 people who are brand new and they ask a question that you have answered in other videos, you want to address them because they've never experienced your brand before. And that is what, I do here. If I decide to go live, it is, don't get me wrong, I absolutely love all of you guys who are very loyal and supportive of the brand. You're always on the live videos, but there's going to come a time where some of the information that I am providing is something that you have outgrown, and that is okay. Although some people say no matter what, every time I go live, they learn something new. Even if they knew the majority of it, it's like that one little piece that they learn new. Maybe they it didn't click the last time because of the example that I used, but this time I may have said something that resonated with them, right? So they kind of grasp it. Hey, they learned something new. In your businesses, you have to do the same thing. When it comes to cars, if it comes to a restaurant, for the most part, they're going to have the same lineup as far as the menu. They're going to have the same exact, lineup of cars for, the 2022 cars, 2023 cars. So when they are making commercials, you're going to see these same commercials over and over again. They're not making a new commercial that's going to go on channel 7, a different commercial that's specifically for channel 4, then a whole other commercial that's specifically for channel 10. They may have a bunch of different advertisements and talk about it, and they're going to have different ways, whether it's an actual commercial, a television commercial, if it is something on the radio, if it is a printed ad, they're going to have all of these different things, but they're going to also put those same exact things out in multiple places, and they're going to keep running those commercials over and over and over. It is just repetitive. And that's what you guys have to do in your business. We've talked about this before, in that a lot of you guys think, even in your designing, when you're designing for your customers and you're giving them, you're creating things, that you have to make everybody's tumbler, everybody's shirt, everybody's yard sign, everybody's cake topper, everybody's chip bags, totally different and unique. And that is a major problem. This is something that I had to learn myself as well. Always wanting to make it unique because, hey, that's the flair, that's the joy, and that's the benefit of our business. We're trying to sell that, but we're also creating more work for ourselves rather than just kind of have something that you can go and, just remake. That is how big businesses make money. Everyone right now is talking about the Jordan 11s, or somebody said they were called varsity reds. Some people are calling them cherries. Guess what? They're all the same, but everybody wants this shoe that is going to look exactly the same. And then the crazy thing about it is, this ain't a brand new shoe. This is something that has been out there. I've seen people on TikTok who have like walls of shoes, and they will have this same exact shoe, but just because it was the shoe in 1999, and then it was also the shoe in 2005, and then in 2012, and then, whatever it is, like they've gotten it every time it came. Excuse me, it's the same size, right? Your foot ain't changed. It's the same shoe. Did they change anything on it to where if that's the 1990 version or the 20,000 version or the 2022 version? No, it's the same exact shoe. but they're going to push it and push it and push it, because although there are going to be some people who have it, and because they're just enthusiasts, they're going to go and purchase it. What about that person that did not get an opportunity? Hell, they probably weren't even born the last time it came out. So what about those who didn't have the opportunity to get those? They're going to go and they're going to push it and they're going to push it. It's not necessarily for those who already have a pair. It is for those who don't have a pair. This is your opportunity to learn about it, to purchase it. And it's the same thing for us in business. You guys have to learn from these big businesses. You may not be able to do it in the way that they do it because they have so much money behind it. But something as simple as creating a post, not having to put a different post out every single time, reposting that same exact post. And this is something I have said countless times. And the other times I've said it, maybe it didn't resonate with you. Maybe you weren't ready to do that. Maybe you're still in your head because you're listening to somebody else that says, no, you got to do this. You got to plan content. You got to do content for this, content for that, whatever. And you've had this struggle in this battle. But maybe today will be the day when you're like, you know what? I thought she was crazy the first time she said it because everybody else is saying do this. You know, she's the only person saying repost the same exact content. But what I was doing wasn't working. So maybe now that I've said it again, you're finally ready to accept it. So that's another reason why, you know, I go and I repeat things and repeat things. You never know when someone is going to be at a point where it's like, okay, I'm ready to listen now. All right, talk to me. I'm going to be very attentive. I don't have kids in the background yelling and screaming. I can actually hear what you're saying. I am ready to implement it. I'm capturing my audience at that, in that moment. The other key to just branding is being consistent. Consistency, consistency, consistency. I'm going to talk about the same thing. I'm not going to go and waver and change and do this and the third, because that does not show consistency. And if you want to have a successful business, if you want to be able to make money on a continuous basis and have that come in, even if it's not your full-time job, your full-time business, you may still have a 9 to 5, but you want that side money to come in consistently. You yourself have to be consistent. So one of the keys to brand awareness is just being consistent, showing up every single day, even if it's the same exact post. If you create 4 great posts, just 4, and you post them every day, every other day, multiple times a day. I've gone and I've posted something at 1 hour and it's like nothing. It's crickets. You go and post it at a different time and it's like, oh, wow. Like, you know, they're responding to this. So then some people tell you, oh, learn the perfect time of day. There is no perfect time of day because you can never dictate when your audience is doing something, when they are busy. So I'm not a believer in that there is a perfect time of day to post anything. What you have to do is be very consistent. Continue to post the same things over and over and over again. Continue to talk about the same things over and over and over again, because there's going to be a time when you find it, like they finally catch you. How many times do I go when I see on a live, man, I finally caught you live. They've been watching, but it's like they've been doing other things or just the wrong time. It's like, I finally am able to catch a live. So, hey, I'm going to make it worth your while, because we don't know when you're going to be able to catch me live again. The key to brand awareness is just being consistent and putting yourself out there. If you're not getting any sales, take a look at how often you are posting. And I don't mean just posting to your business page. It's good to post to your business page and then also, you know, and share that out. But even just posting to your regular page and making that like a post that originates from your page. It's something with the algorithm, you know, for certain things when you share it. And if a lot of people are sharing it, they tend to drive it more, you know, they distribute it more. But if you were the only person that went to your business page and hit share on it, you know, it's a little bit different, because at the same time, going from your business page, they want you to buy ads. So it's not going to be the same type of distribution for it, right? It's not going to be the same type of push for something from your business page, because they want you to boost it. You know, how many times have you posted something and they're going to ask you, hey, do you want to boost this? Because they want their cut of this as well. But from your personal side, hey, There's no option to boost from your personal side. So you have to post on both. I go through so many people's profiles and I don't see anything about their business, but I see a lot of other like just social things in their stories. I'm seeing like everybody else's stories and reshares and reposts. But what about your business? What about your business? Oh, I don't want people to feel like I'm pushing it on them. Then you don't want a business. That is what business is. When they go and they make these amazing commercials, that's like right now, I want to go to Krispy Kreme. Oh, it's 12/12. It's Dozens Day. You buy one, you get your, and then it's like, but I only want one box. You ain't got no discount for one box because I don't need two boxes, but trust and believe. I will be there. Krispy Kreme, your girl on her way to come get my box for $1 on 12/12. That commercial came across, and then Channel 7 was talking about it, and I'm like, that look good. It got me, right? They about to get my money. But it's like, I'm pretty sure I'm going to see that ad several times today. I saw it on Facebook already. The news was talking about it. I saw just like, just the regular ad on it. It is going to come up and come up because, for one, it's for today only. So they're going to push it and push it and push it. I'm probably going to see it a couple different times. That is the goal of business, is to make it to where you can't take it. You're seeing it so much. You know what? I saw it, I kind of want it. It's okay. Then it come up again. Oh, shoot. I don't know. Maybe God is trying to tell me something. And then it come up again. All right, Lord, I hear you. I hear you. It's for me. It's for me. So you have to have that same mindset when it comes to your business. Be consistent. The key to brand awareness is for you to create brand awareness by putting your business out there. So I know that, some of you guys might be past the tracing part. You might be past the edit points part of it, but I know that is a big pain point for a lot of people. So I will end up doing a lot of content for that. When it comes to sublimating shirts, this is something where, to be honest, I just kind of like changed my mindset, because I was that person when I'm like, why do I have to keep doing shirts about sublimation? You size it, you print it, you set your heat press to 380, 365, you press it for 30 seconds. You use a high percentage polyester shirt. What we not getting? Like, so in my mind, I'm like, okay, why do I got to keep doing these shirts? They can go watch the other video. But every time that I do a video, different questions come up, and it's like, okay, boom, this is why. So I'm not telling you guys this just, because, hey, this is what the experts say. This is something that I have lived. This is something that I have experienced, in that I was that one to where I'm like, why for Harper, I got to talk about chip resetters? Why I got to keep talking about the chips? Why do I have to keep showing you about how to do a chip bag? You print it, you fold it, you glue it, you glue it, you glue it, you crimp it, you cut it. I mean, and then I'm not the only one that's doing it, right? So like I'm being very honest and transparent. I was like, look, they just go watch the video. Like, this is ridiculous. But maybe it was something in that video, because it was one of my long-winded videos. And it's like, maybe I bored you for a minute. You skipped over something. You watched it while you were sleepy. I don't know what it is. But then like that next time, all right, I'm attentive. I'm here. I'm awake. All right, let's get it. In these classes that's going to start today from the 12th until the 22nd, right? We're going through designs. I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. Almost everything, not gonna say almost, everything that is in this course, I have probably touched on at one point or another, right? But maybe this will be the time for some people need it just for practice and continual practice and practice and more practice and more practice. Maybe it's the accountability of it all. For some, it's okay, I paid for this. It was a pretty low investment. I'm going to take it seriously this time. I'm going to really focus. I'm going to hone in. I'm going to listen to what she's saying. I'm going to take notes. If you are someone that has learned from the other ones, you may not need this one. I mean, I am very grateful for those that reached out and was like, okay, well, what's different from this, like in this one, from anything else that you have done, like any other classes? And a lot of the tools will be tools that you have seen before. I can't show you something new if it takes the same thing. This might be the class like everybody, you know, somebody else where they've only been able to experience the playback part of it. Maybe now they want to experience it live to be able to get their question on the recording and get a full understanding for something that they did not understand before. Maybe this will be the class that it clicks for them because they can attend live. So I'm not going to promise and say, hey, this is going to be life-changing for someone who is taking my classes, or maybe life-changing for someone who has a pretty decent grasp. What this can do for you is maybe if you're stuck in how you design, see how someone else designs. There's a choreographer that I love watching on YouTube, which is Aaliyah Janelle. And a lot of those people who do like reaction videos to her choreography was like, it was starting to get a little stale, right? It was like the same movements. It was repetitive like it was the same thing over and over again. It was just like, you know, they got to a point to where they weren't really excited about her content, right? And like her dances. I mean, I feel like she can do no wrong. So I'm always going to watch and support. But, you know, I do see those things. Like I'd noticed some of this, like the same moves. And it was kind of like, okay, we're going to do something different. And then I saw content from her where she was in other people's classes. Like she would go and go to others' classes or train under others to kind of shake things up. You know, you're getting a different style. I think some people join it so they can see a different way of designing. Maybe it will break a creative block from them when they see how I conceptualize things. And I think that's what happened with Aaliyah Janelle, because her last one, I was like, oh, okay, come with it, sis. All right. But I also follow her on all the other social media platforms. So I saw like when she was in private sessions with other choreographers and dancers. And so I think that just kind of helped break her from like just the same moves that she was used to doing. And she was just kind of trying to rearrange them. But those of us who are very, very, who are consistent, like subscribers and followers, and we watch her content on the regular, we were starting to notice a pattern of like the same thing. So now she shook it up. Her last couple of ones, I was like, okay, yes, sis. And it might also be the fact that she's a newlywed, but you know, it happens where you can be stuck. And it might take being under someone else or watching someone else work where you can go and maybe take a little sprinkle of what they did, mix with a little sprinkle of what you were already doing, and you're able to create something new and amazing. So think about that when you guys are promoting your items. If you are afraid to post the same thing over and over and over and over again, don't. There are days where I just post my link. I actually, right before this, I saw someone, I actually posted on accident. Like that's the crazy part, right? I actually made a mistake in posting the link to the paper, ink, and tape bundle, right? I was about to actually write a post to go with it. I'm not sure what happened, something. So I took the link and I copied it and then I posted it. And then I was going to go back in and put all like the content in. I don't know what happened, but it actually just posted by itself. And then today I saw someone and they said, like, they shared it back out and was like, if you want, you know, if I'm on your Christmas list, you want to get me something, I need I think she said the ultimate large. So she told me exactly which one she needed from that link. I wasn't even expecting that. That link was literally posted on accident. Like I tried not to just post it by itself. And then the way that it was posted, it was just the link. Like it didn't even bring up like the thumbnail for it or any type of picture with it. It was just that. And that still resonated with someone to where they shared that post to their people and said, look, for Christmas, this is what I need. Forget all that other stuff. I don't need no cherry 11s. I need some of this good, honestly speaking, Sublimation paper, ink, and tape that's not going to leave stains or marks. I was like, oh, wow. And to think that came from a post that was on accident. Then I end up making like the regular post about the paper, ink, and tape that it's like the best deal. Like that's how you can save the most money, whatever. but just posting that. And that's not the first time that, I've posted about the paper, ink, and tape. If something comes up, and someone asks about a video, they ask about something on my website and I have to copy that link, I usually go to my page. I'm just going to post it to my page as well. Like, hey, I already had to go get the link. Let's share with others. And I just posted pictures today. Now, I did that one live. I posted the pictures before. I posted the same exact pictures. Now, the caption was a little bit different because I used it to advertise something else, but it was the same. So you guys can do that also. If you have pictures, use those same exact pictures, but put it with a different caption. There's a lady that I love watching on TikTok. And now with the takeoff, like little clip that's like trending, she has about 7 videos all with that sound, but different scenes or different subject matters. One with her kids, one with like Jehovah Witnesses, and at her job. Like, it's all different ones, but the same exact sound. And I listen to it, and it's almost like I tune the sound out because I'm looking at like how she's acting it out, even though it's the same sound. There's a guy that mimics like his wife, and he literally does the same things over and over and over again. He uses the same sound on every single video, the same sound, but each scenario is something different. It's just the consistency of it all. He didn't have to change up the sound, and how some people say, oh, you have to use this trending sound, and this person uses the same sound. But their brand awareness, they are very consistent with using that sound and putting out great content with it. You guys have to figure out what's going to work best for you. Maybe planning out a bunch of content and recording a bunch of content doesn't work with your schedule, and it is okay. But what can you be consistent with? What was your best event? What was your best shirt? What is like you've tried to take pictures and you've never gotten great pictures, but off of this one product, this one item, this one event, you happen to get some really, really dope pictures. Keep posting those pictures with hashtags, with captions, talking to different audiences, but you have to be consistent, guys. You have to be consistent. And that's my 30 minutes. All right. So, let's see. Let's just kind of see, just want to kind of go through a little couple comments and things here. Someone said, so true. Incredible morning. Hello. I love how you show up for your brand daily. I have to get better. They say lead by example. You definitely do that. Keep it up. We're watching. Oh, thank you, April. OMG, you're talking directly to me. Do you know that I thought that I was like, that's the other thing too. Check your friends' requests and lists and stuff like that. This young lady, because she was in a group, and I thought that I was, I guess maybe because I see your post, like I see your name come up, right? So much so in another group, I thought that if you were on my friends list. It wasn't just until recently that I added you to my friends list. And Ms. Wood was the same thing. I'm not sure if that's like a dummy account. Ms. Wood, we communicate all the time, but for some reason it popped up on mine to send her like to accept a friend request or something like that. And I was like, wait a minute, we weren't friends on Facebook already? Oh, wow. And if you have posts that are only going out to your friends, make sure you check that as well. Next to your name, it's either going to show like 2 people. That means that that's only going out to your friends. And I think it will also go out to friends of your friends, but it won't go out to the masses. You must have the world, like that globe there, which means that it is a public post. And if it goes, like if you post it and it's only going to your friends or friends of friends, you can always click on that and edit the privacy and change it to public. That's another thing too. Because if it's on your friends, I'm not sure, depending on how it is, they may not see a share button and they may not be able to share it out. You need to, if it's something you want to be shared, make sure that you have that globe so that it's public. Incredible morning. She says, talk about it. I need to take this and put it on my wall. Yes, I'm still here. I ain't going nowhere. Someone said they lost sound, but it didn't go out on my end. Consistency is my issue. My goal is to do better in 2023. Why are we waiting for 2023? Just because that's another thing that you guys have to get. If you notice the issue and you're able to start today, whether you're going to start at this moment, if you're going to start in the next hour, if you're going to start the next day, Why put it off? I don't mean to be crass about it, knock on wood, but you may not make it to 2023. None of us may make it to 2023. So why do we have to wait until then? We still have how many days left in 2022, left in December? You can start that now and be consistent. You can be consistent from the 12th to the 31st. You don't have to wait to 2023. If you notice that it is an issue, it is something that you need to work on, this is the time to work on it. Once you have acknowledged it, the first step to, I always say recovery, the first step to making it better and making a change is implementing and is starting it. So once you identify it, and now that you know, and you are admitting that that is an issue for you, it is best to try to start to make the change immediately and not make a plan for something that is well over 2 weeks away, you know? You just placed an order for ink. Thank you so much for your order. I know I will need it. What, my design class? This is so good. Thank you so much. Repetition is how we learn. Good morning, checking in from Georgia. Thank you for your 30 minutes. I'm working on consistency now. Awesome. And to stop procrastinating, especially since I'm working from home, try to set up a consistent schedule to stick with. Someone says, ouch. Yes, but we definitely have to try and I worked on it. I tried it once. Someone told me to work on block schedule, and it's okay to try something. And if it doesn't work for you, figure out the parts that did work for you, and then work from there. Because I really gave it a good effort to try and do block scheduling and I'll kind of explain what that is. It somewhat worked for me, but didn't quite work for me. But I took little bits and pieces from it for, what could work for me and tried to build a plan. And I'm always still working on that plan, Good morning, Shawnee D. All right. So like I said, that is my 30 minutes. So with the crash course that starts today, it runs from the 12th all the way until the 22nd, excluding the 18th. I think before I said the 19th, I don't know. I think I was looking at November's calendar, but it's of course not on the 18th because that's a Sunday. Now there will be a slight change on Saturday the 17th because I double booked and the movie actually starts at 12. We're going to go see Avatar. I may have to, I don't know, I'm gonna do it like on Sunday because that movie is 3 hours and some change. And it's like with going there, getting there, getting food and stuff, waiting for the previews, like we can literally be gone for about 4 hours, 4 to 5 hours. And I'm like, whoo. And then the Dolphins play on Saturday. At what time? What time are the Dolphins playing on Saturday? Oh, shoot. Yeah, I was going to probably try and take a nap because it's a 3-hour movie, but I'm going to have to get right into the class. So I'm going to actually end up rescheduling it and trust and believe it's going to be scheduled before my Dolphins play because that's a division game. They're playing the Bills. So, oh, shoot. Damn. I don't do Sundays. Okay, so I'm either going to have to, but it's a Saturday. People like Saturday weekend classes. They can pay more attention. Oh, snap. I have no idea what I'm going to do because we have Avatar at 12. It's 3 hours. And the Dolphins play prime time. I got to find some time on Saturday to do this class. Jesus. Lord, help me figure this out. Oh, my gosh. Oh, damn. Okay, my bad. I was about to literally stress on live. I can't do that. I got to figure out what I'm going to do because it's a big game on Saturday. But anywho, if you're interested in unlocking your creativity, expanding how you might approach designs, understanding how to even begin approaching designs. In this 10 days, you're also going to realize that it doesn't have to be over the top to be great. Like a lot of great, designs and shirts and things like that. It's nothing more than just text creatively arranged, and it's about choosing the right fonts and things like that, and just making sure that it is proportional You don't have a lot of negative space. Understanding spacing and sizing are key things that we are going to go through each of these different styles of designs. There's going to be additional lessons in them as well about sizing and proportion and layout and how to just simply conceptualize the design. So you're going to get a lot out of this. This is the only course you're able to take. If you've never taken any of my courses, this is going to be a great one because there's going to be so many lessons within each of the lessons. All right. So if you are interested in signing up, just go ahead and head over to, they said thank y'all for the vote of confidence because the girl, I'm going to be so tired on Saturday. Lord, have mercy, Jesus. I'm going to be extremely, extremely tired. I can't even really wake up and say, okay, I'll do it early in the morning. I mean, I could, but we leave like the movie's at 12. He normally leaves the house. We leave the house like an hour before, which means I would have to start at like 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for this particular class. So I don't know, but we'll see. But I'm so glad y'all believe in your girl and I'll be able to figure it out. But you can head over to our website, shop.hsink365.com. This right here is always going to be key, even if you sign up for the designing. And again, this is a designing crash course. We're going to focus on design concepts, not necessarily learning each of the tools. We're going to utilize the tools, but it's not really breaking it all down. Maybe through this, you're going to see how like the subtract works in different ways, how compound path works in different ways. But it's about learning concepts for the design. But this one right here breaks down each of the tools and their functions. It really is a companion piece to any of our classes so that you understand what's going on with those. So this is the Essential Silhouette Studio. I highly recommend that, anyone that wants to learn about tools, that you take this one. It's something that you can always refer back to and practice over and over and over and over again. But the one that is for that's live, this is our last live course. I'm going to have I'm scheduling some more for Shopify, and I'm going to put on there a live refresher for this one. But as far as like just a whole brand new live course, this is the one right here. It is the Creative Designing Crash Course that runs from today until the 22nd, excluding the 18th. It is 10 days. Today is like just intro to designing. We're going to go over a lot of key things about creating designs and setups and how I approach designs. Tomorrow, we're going to go over text-only designs. Then we're going to remake some designs and templates. So that is a great way to learn just how to utilize tools and things. Most of you guys try to go and recreate things yourself, or like you sit there and like, man, I'm stuck. I can't think of what to do. And sometimes all it takes is you can take something and just recreate it yourself. Because you're going to go and you're going to take the shapes, you're going to make those and offset or duplicate and make compound paths or subtract and weld and all that. You're going to create it yourself. So we're going to work on remaking some designs and templates. Then we're going to do some word art and word cloud designs. It's a mixture of using the word art website, which is something that you do have to pay for. But I'm also going to show you, if you don't want to pay for it, where it's going to give it to you in a high resolution. It's going to be a little bit quicker because of how they mix it up, how you can do this yourself if you don't want to use word cloud. You have more time, you just want to kind of practice with the tools. So we're going to do a little bit of both of those on day 4. Day 5 is brushstrokes design. This is not something that I typically do, but it is something that is highly requested by others. So we're going to look into the brushstroke designs. Even if you're not into brushstrokes, what this class will focus on a lot of the time is going to be tracing, cropping, understanding like how to have a busy background, but read the fonts, because that might apply to when you're doing your graduation things. How can you add a background, but still have your fonts be visible? That is going to be more like one of the key lessons in this brushstroke design, other than just simply making the brushstrokes. creating posters, because you guys asked about that based off my last one. But the tools and techniques that we're going to teach for posters can apply to anything. Technically, everything that you're going to learn here, you're going to find that you can use it for posters. You can use it for chip bags. It can be for how you design a tumbler. It can be for pretty much anything. The split design is going to be the ones where it's like a half a face or half of an image, and then you have words on the other side, but it's like the shape and the colors and things of it. So we're going to do that. We're going to work on photo collages, how to make them, how to creatively make photo collages. Although I'm not big on rhinestones, we're going to do a little bit of rhinestone on the 9th day. And then on the last day, we're going to rearrange templates. Sometimes you guys create some amazing things, and you, in order to upsell, all you have to do is rearrange it to fit a different media, a different substrate. So we're going to focus on how you take something. You're going to already have something that's already done and made up, going to be from some of the things that we have gone through here. And then we're going to take that and then make it fit something else. All right. So this is the one that is the last live class of 2022 with me. And you can enroll on our website, shop.hsink365.com. Do I have an email address? Yes, we have several of them. You can email me at admin@hsink365.com, the professor at hsink365.com, info@hsink365.com. So any of those, if you go to our website, emails are on there. If you go to our Linktree, there's an email on there as well. The class is called Creative Designing Crash Course. You don't need business edition, guys. That is okay. You don't need business edition at all. You don't need designer edition just to simply design. There are some tools and things. That's why the very first class on my essentials, before anything else, I went over the features of each of the upgrades, because you may not need them. You can do a lot. Most times in my classes, the majority of the things that we do is with the free version. But it's certain things where I just innately go to them, like the properties dropper. Like when I want to just copy something, I'm going to use my properties dropper. I like my center of rotation, so I want to have that. You only have to have designer edition for that. So it's like the center of rotation. There are tools that are activated when you have those different ones. For a lot of people who are coming from Cricut, they need designer simply to open up SVGs, being able to see your glyphs. So when it comes to when we get to the text only, we're going to look into like the glyphs. And when you have designer, they're there for you. They're a little bit bigger. You can still use glyphs in your design, but you have to go to your character map in order to do that. Also, remember that I am a PC gal. I know for Macs, your font book is a little bit different. For fonts, when we get to the text day, it's going to be a little bit different. But, essentially, it's still the same concepts. So there are, like I said, there are things that will make it a little bit easier. It's going to make it 1 or 2 steps faster, or take away like 1 or 2 steps. But you can still do a lot in the free version. Can you watch it anytime, or does it have to be live? You can watch it at any point. So I always do my classes live, for, just that live interactive thing. I like to teach. I am a teacher. I am the professor of this all, I don't like to just make a video, like just sit in front of my computer and just make a video. I like to feed off of the energy of my students. So every single class that I do, it is always done initially in front of a live Zoom audience. And you can then watch the playbacks of it. So all of my classes come with unlimited lifetime access, lifetime of the site, but I do a backup. One of the places, I don't think it's ever going to go anywhere. So you'll always be able to watch it there, or you can always come back into the course itself if I ever get all of them uploaded, and watch it there. So you really, really do have unlimited lifetime access to the videos and the classes that you purchase. one of the reasons why I like classes versus subscriptions, because if you do a subscription, once you are unable to pay that anymore, or like, if you need to kind of balance your budget and stuff like that, and you have to drop off of a subscription, guess what? You lose all of that content. And imagine investing in something for so long. You've been paying consistently for a year. Something happens where, okay, hey, I got to, tighten the reins. So you may have to end subscription and you lose access to the things that you have been learning from. That just doesn't sit well with me. So I don't really do subscriptions like that. I'll do subscriptions, but you will still always can have forever access to anything that you have, acquired, like any classes that happened while you were paying for it. You will always have access to that. That's just how I do mine. And the playbacks are available immediately after the live sessions. Any other questions for me? Because I got to go. I'm actually now I'm at an hour. Look at that. I talked about it for 30 minutes. I did good on that talking part. But now answering questions, all that stuff, I've been on for almost an hour. But I do have to go because I want to open up the room at 11:45. So that we can try and get started right at 12 today. Any other questions for me? Hello from, I don't know if it's from West Philadelphia, but from West Philadelphia, born and raised. How are you doing? Thank you for watching. All right. So if there are no other questions, if you are just kind of jumping on, we were talking about the class, but watch the first 30 minutes of this. I promise you, it will bless your creative business and how you think about branding and how to build brand awareness as far as just being very, very consistent with what you post, even if it's just on one platform. It is good to, to use other platforms, but even if you work on building one platform first, that's all you have to do. I worked on building Facebook, and then I worked on YouTube. And now for me, I kind of bypassed the whole Instagram thing because it's like straight pictures and stuff. And having to write out captions, and I'm like, but TikTok, I'm trying to build, over there as well. I've never been one that really did the whole Twitter thing. Snapchat for me was more of like just personal stuff. So there's a lot of different platforms that you can build on. If you're just consistent, pick one. Even if you're just consistent on Pinterest, be consistent there, but pick a social media site that that you can be consistent on and build from there, because it can be overwhelming feeling like you have to create content for each of these platforms, because each one, different content does well on each of the platforms. Long extended videos work great for YouTube, not so great for Instagram, or like when people who just like to watch reels or like quick videos, doesn't really resonate well with that particular audience. So you just have to find what works best for you and just be consistent, guys, and post the same things over and over and over again, multiple times a day. I should not go to your pages and have to scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll before I see something about your business. Then you're not taking your business seriously, and your business is going to continue to not make money. All right. I didn't even know you had a class. Let me go check it out. Oh, she says, yes, Wes. Hey. It does not end at 13. That means you guys are skipping over things. If you go to day one, you go to the very first one, it tells you exactly where all of the classes are. So not just in, the ones that are there. We still haven't gotten all those, kind of put back in. I'm hoping that I'll be able to do that when I take my break at the end of December and the beginning of January, that all the classes will have all of the playbacks. But that means that you guys skip that first one. It breaks it all down. Don't kind of just jump to the videos. There's a welcome there, and there's other things there for a reason. Make sure you go back and read those, okay? Thank you for the great advice. I'll be sharing this video with my daughter. How long are the classes? So I aim to do an hour and a half, like an hour of teaching, 30 minutes of Q&A, like, or sometimes like I'll have breaks. So I'll say, hey, is there a question? So sometimes the questions, overall will take up about like 30 minutes or so. So my goal is always like within an hour and a half. Sometimes it can run to 2, but I try and make sure that the meat and potato of it is within that first hour in case you guys have to jump off. Yep, it's right in the welcome and it tells you where to go to. So if you go through it, it will everything is there for you. All right. No other questions? I'm going to log off. Thank you guys so very much for joining me this morning. Until next time, guys, have a great one. Continue to unlock your creativity. Don't forget to leave a comment. Even if you're watching the replay, still say hi. I try to respond back to them as much as I can. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure that you subscribe and then you hit the bell and click all for to be notified whenever I go live. I'm not going to say release new content anymore because it is very rare that I pre-record. It's always going to be something live. Tomorrow, we are doing our first set of DTF prints. So that's going to be pretty cool. I have some samples, but this will be the first order of, let me see, it's 7 shirts. So it's 14 shirts, but one set is front and back. So 21 different prints that we're going to do tomorrow for an order of shirts. So be sure to, have notifications on so you can see us go through our first DTF and kind of see my thoughts and whatnot on using the DTF. And just, so you're notified whenever I kind of go live about different things. All right. Until next time, guys, have a great one. Continue to unlock your creativity and be incredible. Peace.